what a security breach looks like from the inside. Most security breaches do not start with alarms. They do not begin with systems going offline or dashboards lighting up red. They start quietly, inside systems that believe everything is normal. In this video, we are going to look at what a real security breach looks like from the inside and why it is rarely detected when it begins. A common misconception about breaches is that they are dramatic events. In reality, most breaches are periods of unauthorized presence. An attacker gains access and then blends in. Nothing breaks, nothing crashes, nothing looks unusual. From the system's point of view, activity continues as expected. Most attackers do not enter through technical exploits. They enter through trust, stolen credentials, compromised accounts, access that looks legitimate. Once access is obtained, the attacker does not rush. Speed attracts attention. Instead, they observe. The first phase of a breach is exploration. Attackers learn how the system behaves. They identify which accounts are trusted, which actions are monitored, which systems talk to each other. They look for patterns that indicate what is normal. The goal is not immediate damage. The goal is understanding. During this phase, almost everything the attacker does looks legitimate. They log in using valid credentials. They access resources the account is allowed to access. They operate during normal working hours. Security systems are designed to trust this behavior. That trust is what makes breaches hard to see. Persistence comes next. Attackers try to ensure they do not lose access. They rely on existing trust paths. They reuse legitimate mechanisms. They avoid actions that trigger alerts. Persistence does not require sophistication. It requires patience. One reason breaches remain invisible is alert overload. Modern systems generate large volumes of security data. Logs, events, warnings. Security teams cannot investigate everything. When activity appears normal, it is deprioritized. Attackers take advantage of this. They hide inside expected behavior. Another reason is context. Security systems often lack the context to distinguish intent. They can see that an action happened. They cannot see why it happened. A file accessed by an employee and a file accessed by an attacker using that employee's account look the same. Without context, trust remains intact. Breaches are often discovered accidentally. A system behaves strangely. Data appears where it should not. An external party reports misuse. Discovery rarely happens because a control worked exactly as planned. It happens because something unexpected drew attention. By the time this happens, attackers may have been present for months. When breaches are finally detected, the surprise is not the attack itself. The surprise is how long it went unnoticed. Organizations often discover that attackers had access well before any visible impact occurred. This challenges the idea that security failures are sudden events. They are usually slow failures of trust. A security breach is not a single moment. It is a period during which systems continue to operate while trust has already been broken. Understanding this changes how security should be approached. Prevention alone is not enough. Detection alone is not enough. Security requires accepting that breaches are states, not events. From the inside, a breach looks ordinary. That is why it is dangerous. Systems that rely on visible disruption to signal failure will always detect breaches too late. In the next video, we will look at what happens after a breach is discovered and why recovery is often harder than the intrusion itself.